You are hard to read. Your energy is cloaked by the divine as a form of protection from energy vampires and energy harvesters that prey on light workers and light beings and divine beings who are still in their sleep state. And for a while, you were asleep, but the type of spiritual ranking that you have, you are so spiritually connected to the divine that you have no idea how many situations that you have been divinely ejected from, protected from. So if you're seeing this video today, I want you to go ahead and give thanks to the divine, give thanks to God, because God has single-handedly saved you from so much self-harming situations that you had put yourself in when you were still asleep. But right now, I have to let you know that you are one of a kind. Okay, you are a special soul. You are definitely different. If you are seeing this video, then 9 times out of 10, you are a light worker. You are an earth angel. You are a chosen being. So with that being said, you are different from the masses, and that is not a bad thing. It's an okay thing. Before, you used to internalize this as an insecurity of yours. You know, maybe you felt ostracized growing up. Maybe you felt like you never really connected with anybody growing up, but it was meant to be. You had to learn how to be okay with yourself, and that led you to gain spiritual clarity, and that kind of, jump started your spiritual journey. Because when you were alone, everything was quiet and it was clear and it was loud, because your spiritual team finally had the opportunity to speak directly to you, and you finally had the opportunity to listen with no fluff, no extra shit, right? So right now in this time frame, you are operating from your divinity, understanding the type of calling that you have, understanding the type of effect that you have on people, okay? And with that being said, your energy is cloaked. Your energy is cloaked for a couple reasons. Number one, to expose the true intentions of others, because when they don't know who you are, it's like a celebrity. It's like a secret boss, a secret shopper. You don't know this person owns the restaurant. They're just coming in presenting as a regular patron, a regular shopper. So depending on how you are as a person, a salesperson, you're going to let your true colors. Are you the type of person who is great customer service, or are you a lousy worker? Okay, different from if that person came in with the suit and with the security and with the entourage, and you knew of this person, then you would be acting different, right? Even though deep down inside you really not the top tier worker, but you're gonna act like you're the top tier worker because of who this person is. So you're kind of like the secret shopper, right? A lot of people are blessed with your presence when they come across your life, because you're there to teach them something. You're there to awaken something. You're there to activate something in them, to bring them to their higher calling and their higher path. But you see, when people see you, they judged you, right? They looked at the clothes you wore. They look at the way you spoke. They look at the accolades that you had in life, right? What kind of car you drove. And you didn't drive the flashiest car, right? You didn't wear the cleanest shoes. You didn't wear designer clothes. You didn't know you didn't know anything. You were very naive, right? Very innocent in nature. And people misjudged that for you. They took that as a weakness. They took that as your naivety, as that you weren't somebody that they could play around with, right? So they fucked around and they found out, because when they try to play with you, that's when God gave them the green light. Ooh, there you go. People spiritually messing with you is giving God the green light to unleash the karma, because God is very forgiving too and very graceful. And these is not these people's first rodeos. That's number one. Number two, your love life. Okay, you are somebody who, if you're single right now, you've been single for a while. Because why? You've been working on yourself. You've been working on healing yourself, because your last relationship was a tower moment for you that ejected you to look inwards, because you were tired of attracting the same energies into your life, the same narcissistic energies that weren't really conducive to your growth as a light worker. You need somebody to protect you. You need somebody to allow you to create, allow you to be you and thrive and pour into you, because you are the type of person that's going to pour into somebody else. But right now, when people date you, they're confused, because they don't know how to read you. And that's protection in itself, because certain people, they come in with their whole persona, their whole mask, trying to Rico Suave you up, or trying to finesse you, right? Trying to play you for real. But they can't, because they end up the ones feeling played by you. And you're not trying to actively play a game. You're literally just coming as your authentic self. And then when people really come to you with alternative motives in terms of dating you, all right, some people are spies, some people are sent from your ops to kind of pry, or kind of like instill one last final bang and blow to your heart chakra, right? By planting somebody up in your life to act like they're the one, but then they're gonna come up and try to run them up, but they don't really get far. Number one, divine intervention. God is not going to allow anybody close to you that has an alternative motive, because you're protected, period. And number two, those people that try to come into your life and play you, they get played because they end up falling for you. Okay, they end up actually getting the effect, the chosen one effect of seeing you for who you are and softening their hearts and healing them from the inside out just with your presence. So they end up being the one that is strong. They end up being the one obsessed. They end up being the one that is now chasing you, right? So your energy is cloaked, right? Your aura is cloaked because it's meant to be an exposer and a catalyst of people's true intentions. And in a sense, it gives them the room, it gives them the opportunity to really present themselves in a way that God knows that they're capable of doing. Whether they do it or not, that's their business. And then everything, karma, happens after that point. But most importantly, you are a place in people's lives to heal them. Your presence heals people's, right? Your emotional presence is healing. And that's the type of gift that doesn't come so often. So when that gift comes into their lives and they take advantage of it, then they're in for like a real rude awakening. But long story short, another way is your energy is cloaked because people, they swear, okay, people swear they know you. Like, they literally think that they have it all figured out, but they are really slow. Okay, let me not say that word, I'm sorry. But they are like on something, all right? Because their discernment is effed up. Their discernment is effed up. Their judgment is effed up because they saw you and they thought you were one to play with. Because they were secretly jealous of you and envious of you. And that was their whole game. Like, their whole game was whenever they saw something that they liked in somebody and they wanted and whatever, they played nice, got and try to get in your energy to see what you had going on and then see what they could do or what they needed to siphon from you. That's why in the past you've been betrayed a lot by friends, but those friends they weren't really friends. They had a motive from jump. A lot of these people dibble and dabble in magic and the occult and the darker side of things, and that's just what they do. Like, there's a whole world of occultists and people who do this type of wickedness. Okay, so I'm sorry to say, but some of those connections that were in your life, they weren't by fault. A lot of these people seen you before they knew you, before they revealed themselves to you. They did their research on you. They knew they did readings on you. They knew what you came with you. And they took advantage of you, unfortunately, right? But what they didn't know is that you weren't just regular schmegular person from the Bronx, right? You weren't no regular schmegular soul. You were one of God's chosen ones. So them playing with you, messing with you, now they're in deep regret. Now they're in deep regret, trying to apologize, trying to reach out, trying to come back into your life on your good graces because they know they need that grace from God. So they need for you to forgive them so they don't receive the reckoning that is reserved for them in their lives right now. So when you came out untouched, unscratched, unharmed, that sent a very big signal, a message to them that they messed around with the wrong one. They did. And guys, if you're seeing this video, you are the type of person who like miracles, like so many moments where God had saved your ass. And I know you know. It's time to start giving grace to God and start giving thanks to God, because the amount of times you could have been up on out of this world already, the amount of situations, the amount of shady situations you've been in that could have ended you, had you missing, disappearing, nobody know where your ass is at. For real. That's because you're divinely protected. Don't you take that for granted. Do not take that for granted at all. Because you have a higher purpose here. You are meant to be here right now. So, you living in your purpose is unlocking these spiritual gifts. And one of your gifts is the power of being cloaked, of cloaking your energy, cloaking your intention. So, because people who try to be nosy, try to read you, they can't. They cannot read you to save their lives. If they're getting readings on you, the readers are not getting the right cards. They're not getting the right information. Because your guides are working behind the scenes. Your spirit guides are working behind the scenes. Your light is a natural repellent to negative energy. So if you're walking around here thinking, I don't know what my gifts are, I don't know what's my special calling, what's so special about me, that is one of your most powerful gifts. Your ability to not be read.